Wow, there is a lot going on in Houston. Obviously, that's all people are talking about and caring about with good reason. That city, that poor city, has been devastated. There is controversy right now, and the controversy centers around Pastor Joel Osteen. You know, he has the megachurch down there, and there are questions that a lot of people are raising. Why didn't he open this church up earlier to people who desperately need a place to stay?
It finally opened Tuesday morning. But there were people who were in crisis, and still are, but were in crisis on Monday, and many people noticed that the church was dry. In fact, we got this video shot by a local resident who walked over to the church. By the way, the church officials were saying on Monday that the church was inaccessible due to flooding, but there were several people, like this person, who walked up to the church and shot video showing the roads were open. There was no flooding walking up to the church. They shot video inside the church, and there were staffers who were there working, but they didn't open their doors, and you know, Joel Osteen started to catch a lot of flack for that.
Yeah, Charles, these videos were from 8 a.m. yesterday, so Monday morning. So why did it take 24 hours for him to allow anyone to take refuge inside his church?
Well, you know that what he said in the last couple of days is, he said, look, he said the church is inaccessible, that the church is flooded. He said that he would open the church up when the relief places were reached capacity. But the fact is that yesterday they were almost twice at capacity in the convention center. So they desperately needed people. And, you know, we got this video. We talked to somebody across the street at a DoubleTree who said, we've been open since Thursday and we're right across the street from Joel Osteen's church. So the question, why didn't he open it?
Now, the church did release some photos. They sent us, because we were asking these questions, and we've been asking it since yesterday. Finally, on Tuesday morning, they gave us these photos that show flooding. Now, we don't know exactly where it is in the church. They say that it's near the lower level entrance to the church, and that these were taken on Sunday evening. Now, you know, the people in the area, who live in the area, told us they did see flooding there over the weekend, but by Monday, you know, that's what all those videos show, that it was dry and open. So now, what was the delay?
I have been calling Joel Osteen, calling his cell, and have not gotten an answer. We talked to another one of the pastors there who was going to talk to us and then said he couldn't. So it's just, you know, we can't get anybody to come on and help put this in context, but it just feels like at a point, look, the cynics are saying that it's going to mess up the church, that
they're concerned about there being damage to the church once
thousands of people are come in there. It's a 17,000 capacity church.
Exactly, it holds 17,000. Used to be an arena, a basketball arena, but yeah. Now we should say, look, the doors are open now. As
and they're accepting people.
People have started arriving on school buses and will be taking shelter there. So the good news is that people are there now. But the question for Joel Osteen that we haven't got an answer is, why did it take so long?
My name is Jamila White, and I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm currently in Houston, Texas.
Talk to us.
Tell us.
All right. So, guys, I used to be a member at Lakewood, and I feel that maybe he could have opened it a little sooner, because Mattress Mac, he's this big, you know, furniture guy that's out here, and he opened his shelter, I mean, his gallery furniture to people like yesterday, and it's been so terrible out here. I mean, it could be a number of reasons why Joel did not, you know, open the church. Maybe he couldn't get there, but, you know, granted, he does have a staff. But, you know, it's just, I feel like he could have opened it a little sooner. But, you know, like I said, it could be a number of factors.
Yeah, and we're just waiting to hear from him.
And it's also, by the way, it's a PR issue right now, too, because he was getting such bad PR over this thing that now he's opening it.
Jamila there, guys. I just want to find out from her where she is in Houston.
I'm about 35 minutes away from the church. I've been going to that church since 2009. I stopped in like 2013, but it was because I moved too far away. But it's I feel like, you know, being that somebody had to say something for him to even, you know, say anything.
Right.
You know,
that it took too long.
Being that you guys are trying to contact him, I think he should try to at least say, you know, hey, this was the reason. you know, because the rep is on the line at this point. You know, his rep is on the line. His church it's a wonderful church. He's a wonderful person, but we have an emergency right now, and you have a huge church, Joel. And, you know, God says that we're supposed to help one another while we're here on earth. So, you know, he needs to say something to the public other than just tweeting something. You know what I mean? And the guy, I seen the video of the guys that went up there. I mean, I went to that church, and maybe he felt like, you know, it may have been flooding in the church and it wouldn't have been safe for people. It could have been a number of factors.
We just haven't been able to get to him to find, you know, to get more. Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.